Hey church, Pastor Trent here with your weekly update, and there's one thing that I want you to know this week, and it's that we have goals, all right? As a church, we have 3 goals that we are after this year, 3 things that we want to accomplish in the next 8 to 12 months before summer and next fall come. And let me tell them to you. Hopefully you heard these over the summer, but if not, I want them to be on your mind now. I want them to be the things that you pray for our church. So here's number 1. The first thing that we want to do this year is we want to develop spiritual leaders. And so in order to accomplish that, I've gathered a group of gospel community leaders, and we'll be adding a few other ministry leaders into the mix that meets monthly for a time of fellowship and training and prayer and encouragement. We need a strong and growing spiritual core of leaders who want to make disciples and present people mature in Christ. And so that's one of the things we're doing monthly to develop that. Number 2, we need to support some healthy gospel communities. These are the primary containers which spiritual formation and discipleship happen. They're the places where spiritual family is felt and where soulful friendship begins to get forged. And so this month we're starting 3 of them. You can watch last week's update if you want to know a little bit more about those gospel communities. But getting those up and going and keeping them healthy and well supported is a primary goal for us this year. And then the third goal that we have is to resource our Sunday worship gathering. We know that as a small church, we can rejoice in our size. Like, there's something beautiful about the size of our church and even the age of our church. But it also has some challenges. And sometimes Sundays can be a lot of work. They can be draining. And what we've wanted to do this year is to say, hey, God's given us some resources, so let's well support, let's even well fund some of the Sunday ministries that we do, so that when you come to worship here at Armitage, that it can be a time of refreshment for you. Something that's not draining, but that's really life-giving to you and to others as well. So those are our 3 goals for this year. Would you pray with me that God would bless those efforts, so that next summer, when we look back on what we've tried to do this year, we can rejoice and say, hey, the Lord was with us, right? And He blessed the work of our hands. Have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday at Armitage Elementary.